Hey guys, welcome back, or welcome to my channel if you're new here. So this is my first real video and I am super excited. I contemplated what to do for, girl. I contemplated what to do for this for a really long time, but I decided I'm just going to go ahead and jump into the story times. So today I'm going to tell you about my first college party that I wasn't even invited to, but it was my first college party. It was ridiculous. This night was literally ridiculous. Right now I'm going into my sophomore year of college, so this was in August of last year. So I had moved out probably about a week prior to this. So I'd been living at my apartment for a week up to this point and was kind of like, I was randomly matched to my roommates, so I was just kind of getting to know my roommates. And one of them had friends staying because I don't remember where she's from, but it's somewhere like way down south. She was going to stop in Tennessee as a halfway mark and then go on to her college, which I don't even remember where her college is now. They got there pretty late and they were going to have to get up pretty early that morning. I was only there with one of my roommates that day, and then I don't remember where my other two roommates were at because we're in a 4-bedroom apartment. 2 sisters, and then one of them was the older sister's best friend. So I'm with the younger sister, so we're the same age. So I don't remember why we were there alone then, but it was just me and her. We had just got back to our apartment from eating or something, I don't really remember, and I had went to use the bathroom. So as I had went to use the bathroom, apparently there was a knock on our door. She didn't tell me this until later on. This man shows up. He was an Arabic man, and he showed up in a complete floral suit. It was a black suit with roses and flowers all over it. Again, she didn't tell me this until later. He was gone by the time I came back out, but eventually we had sat down and decided we were going to watch a scary movie, and it was like just a Netflix movie, and we started watching it. It's bumping. Like, one of the apartments around us, it is bumping. Rattling our floor, rattling our walls, the ceiling, rattling our brains as we're watching this movie, just rattling us. And I was like, good God, someone is throwing down tonight. And she was like, yeah, it's really common here because the apartments I live in are the nicest apartments off campus, but they're really the trashiest apartments off campus because everyone stays there. But anyway, and it's college, so it's bumping. But anyway, she's like, yeah, the guy below us came up earlier, knocked on our door and told me that he was having a birthday party because it's his birthday, and that if we had any problems or complaint, that just to like go down and find him. I was like, oh, okay. So I didn't really have a problem, whatever. So my other roommate came home, who was the best friend, she's my best friend now, but anyway, let's call her, I don't know if she wants her name on the internet, so we'll call the younger one Lizzie, and we'll call the older one, so we have Lizzie and Jessie. There we go. So me and Lizzie are sitting on the couch just watching our movie, and it's loud, and so then Jessie comes home and is like, do you hear that party? And we were like, yeah, it's so loud. And she was like, yeah. She said, I have a friend that's coming to stay, and like they can't be up all night. They had a long drive here. They're gonna have a long drive tomorrow. She said they really need to stop. So anyway, her friend shows up, and we'll call her Kat. So Kat shows up. They like go in to Jessie's room and talk for a little while, and Kat had a friend with her that was going to college with her, back to college with her. So they like stopped, got there, went to bed, like talked for a little while, said they were super tired, went to bed. And then Jessie goes and she decides to take a shower in her room because we all have separate bathrooms along with our rooms. So she comes out of her room and she's like, pause the movie. And we were like, okay. So we pause it, and she's like, so not only could I feel myself vibrating in my shower because they are so loud, she said I could hear them, every word they said, she said, and I heard someone having sex right below me. I heard every sound, every moan, every noise that girl was making. She said, I am not about this life. She said, I'm tired. They're tired. They need to quiet down. She said, it's not even the party night here. They just need to be quiet. She said, this is ridiculous. Normally we're okay. Like, we don't call in on everybody. We normally are not this bad. Plus, school wasn't even started at that point in time, so we really weren't that bad. But they were just being super, super inconsiderate and super, super rude. She's like, hold on, I'll take care of this myself. And she walks out. She has her hair wrapped up in a towel. And she was like in her pajamas, no bra on. It was just like a t-shirt and shorts, whatever. She like rips her towel off her head and throws it down. She's like, I'll take care of this. I'm like, oh god. So we like get up and follow her, and she goes out on our balcony. Our apartment numbers have 4 numbers, so it's the floor, it's the building, the floor, and the ring. There's 4 buildings. Our apartment is like 2308. She's yelling down there. She's like, hey, 2208! And like no one's paying attention. She's like, hey, I said the people of 2208. No people were out on the balcony at this point in time. That's why she's yelling it at the door. Bent over our rail, like down, yelling this number, yelling at the top of her lungs. And she did it for like a solid 5 minutes. And somebody finally comes out and she's like, you need to shut up and turn your music down. Oh my god, like, we're those girls right now. We are literally the stick in the muds right now. And the guy walks out and he's drunk and he's like, I don't even live here, dude. Like, what am I supposed to do? She's like, get the guy who lives here. And he's like, okay, let me find him. We are standing there and like all of these people start pouring out on this balcony, and by the end of the time, there's like 13 people on this little like 7x3 balcony. Like, it's not a big balcony. And there's so many people on it. And they start talking to her. And they were like, there was one kid and he was like, you look really tired. And she's like, I am really tired. And he goes, you look like you're about ready for bed. And she said, I was until I couldn't go to sleep because of your party. Like, just being so hateful to this guy. And he's just trying to make conversation. He's like, yeah, I think I should probably go home and go to bed too. And she was like, that sounds like a good idea. Maybe you won't make stupid decisions. She said, where's the guy? And he was like, I don't know. So eventually this guy comes out and he's in a full floral suit. I hadn't seen the suit up to this point, but he's like looking up at us. We're looking down at him. And she's like, hey. She like, mood changes right there. As soon as he comes out, mood changes. She's nice. She's like, hey, so I have a friend who just came in and she like is really tired and is getting up really early and she really needs her sleep. And she said, I was about to go to bed and I have to work tomorrow, so can you please turn it down? And he was like, but it's my birthday. And she was like, well, that's great. Happy birthday, but can you please turn it down? And he's like, no, it's my birthday. And she was like, I'm glad it's your birthday, but will you please turn it down? And he's like, but it's my birthday! And he just kept saying this and getting louder. Just kept going, but it's my birthday! And she'd be like, will you turn it down? And he'd be like, but it's my birthday! And eventually she just got tired of arguing with him, and she was like, well, I'm sorry I'm being a party pooper on your birthday, but if you don't turn it down, I'm going to call the police. And he's like, fine, I'll tone down my birthday party. And she was like, that's all I could ask for. So she's like mad, fuming, comes back inside. She's like, this is stupid. I hate the fact that parties always happen here. She's like, this is ridiculous. She said, but I feel kind of bad now because it's his birthday. And he wouldn't let go of the fact that it's his birthday. And we were like, well, you were kind of mean to him. And I said, you were being a party pooper. It is his birthday. I said, you wouldn't want people to poop on your party on your birthday. And she's like, you're right. I wouldn't. So my other roommate, who's sitting on the couch, is like, I have an idea. And we were like, what? She's like, let's all write him birthday cards and take them down to him. What? We were like, what? She was like, yeah, it'd be so nice. And for some reason, she talked us into this really stupid idea. So we all write him different notes. I don't even remember what mine said. I don't remember what Jesse's said. But I remember what Lizzys said. And it said, I love your suit. Slay boy slay. P.S. Happy birthday or something like that. So we all fold them up and we're like excited. We're like, yeah, we're gonna make his birthday better again. And so neither one of them have bras on. I haven't even changed clothes yet, so I have everything on still. My roommate's like, let me just go throw on a sweatshirt. And the other one's like, I'll just put a jacket on and zip it up. So Lizzie goes to her room, puts her jacket on, zips it up. And Jessie goes to her room and grabs a sweatshirt. She comes out in this sweatshirt, no bra on. She got it in Portland for free, and it is a 1-800 hotline bling sweatshirt, and it says it in rows all the way down her body. 1-800 hotline bling. I was like, are you kidding me? That's what you decide to wear down there? Like, of all the things, of all the images you could be portraying right now, you decide that the 1-800 hotline bling sweatshirt is the best idea. She was like, we'll be alright. So we walked down our hallway and into the stairs, and like the weed, the smell, it just slaps you right in the face in the stairwell. We're like, oh God, like, oh God, it's bad. So we walk downstairs and it just keeps getting worse and worse. And so we get down to his apartment, and it's directly below ours, obviously. And we knock on the door. It's too loud for them to hear us. And so we realize the door is open, and Lizzie just busts her way into the middle of this party, and everyone, it was one of those moments from like movies where everyone's just like, and just stares at us. And there was like this girl and this guy like banging on the counter, and there were people drinking everywhere, and there were people making out in the corners, and people just having sex everywhere. Everyone, for some, like the majority of the party, was out on the balcony at this point in time, probably smoking weed. But there were like random people scattered about drinking and or making out and or having sex. And we just bust up in their party like, hey, what's up? We're dressed like normal people and y'all are all dressed for a party and you're having sex. It's fine. Completely fine. 1-800 hotline bling over here ruined your night. I'm sorry. So anyway, Lizzie's like yelling. She's like, where's the birthday boy? Where's the birthday boy? Where is the birthday boy at? Where is he? Like, just being over the top and ridiculous. And someone's like, are you talking about the guy who lives here? And she was like, yeah, it's his birthday, right? And they were like, yeah, I think so. Let me go find him. Nobody really knows where he's at this point in time. So they're like looking around the apartment, looking around. And he like comes in off of the balcony and he sees us and he's like, hey, yo girls, y'all are from the apartment above me, right? And we're like, yeah, we're from the apartment above you. Yeah, that's us. He said, y'all yelled at me earlier. Y'all are party poopers. And we were like, yeah, sorry about that. And he was like, so did you come to join the party? And we were like, no, we just came to give you these cards. And I'm pretty sure this whole time he had a joint in his hand and was smoking weed like right there, which is fine. It's whatever. Weed's alright, but just right in our faces, like in our faces. In our faces. He's like, what are these? I'm pretty sure he was too like stone drunk, whatever, inebriated to like fully understand what we were doing. And she was like, we just want to give you these. And so she like hands him all ours, and he's like, oh, thank you. She's like, these are our birthday notes to you. We just wanted to come and apologize for what we did. And he was like, thank you so much. This is the nicest thing anyone's ever done for me. She's like, no, you have to read them. And so he reads them and he's like, oh my God, you love my suit? He's like, I do slay. I do slay. He's like, come drink with me. And we were like, no thanks, we're good. We go to make our exit. At this point in time, we're freaking out. We're not freaking out actually, but we go to make our exit because he's like pushing us to come party. We're like, no, he can't. He like fills up 3 cups of beer for us, like 3 different cups, and comes and he's like putting his arm around all of us and he's like, come drink with me, it's my birthday, y'all have to drink with me. And we were like, no thank you. And he was like, but you have to. No thank you. So when he like won't stop, my roommate Lizzie, whose idea this was, turns out of his arm like and runs out the door, like darts out the door and down the hallway. And we're like, oh my god, like, what is about to happen? So we just kindly, like, try to get out the door, whatever. And he's like, if you want drink, do you want to smoke? And we were like, no thanks, we're good. We don't want to party with you tonight. We just wanted to be nice and tell you that we didn't mean to ruin your party. He's like, that's the nicest thing anyone's ever done for me. And so we're like in the hallway. Well, as we're like walking out the door, like trying to make our escape, my roommate's like down the hallway, almost in the stairwell at this point in time. Someone grabs Jessie on the arm and stops her like in this doorway, and she's like, oh shit, like what is happening? She turns around and it's this guy she used to be really good friends with, but he's a drug dealer now. And so they're not really friends anymore. But he's just like, it's so nice to see you again. I miss you so much, blah, 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 blah. So anyway, the guy realizes we're still standing outside of his apartment. And he just randomly shows up with these bowls full of candy. He's like, if you don't want to drink and you don't want to smoke anything that we have, he's like, take home candy. And he starts like trying to force it into our hands. And he's like, give me your hands. And we're like, no, thank you. And he was like, no, take the candy home. We were like, we don't want the candy. You can keep the candy. He's like, no, I insist. Take the candy home. And we were like, okay. So he like puts it in our hands. He's like, no, you deserve more. And so he like bubbles up our shirt for us, like pours the candy in. So we were like walking up through here with candy in our shirts. Like, she gets done talking to that boy and we go back upstairs. They didn't quiet down the rest of the night. That's the real moral of that story. But anyway, we go back upstairs, we have all our candy, and we just like pour it out on the counter, so our counters are like covered in candy at this point in time. And they didn't quiet down the rest of the night. She was mad about it, whatever. So it's all fine and good. Lizzie's dad comes the next day, takes me and her out to supper. Hadn't heard anything else out of these people. And Lizzie and her boyfriend had went down to the office for some reason. And her dad was sitting there on the couch. And I don't even remember what I was doing, but there was a knock on the door. So I was like, went and I opened the door. It's this guy from last night. And he still has on his floral suit. And I was like, ain't no telling what you did in that suit last night. You need to change that. You need to get rid of that mess. And he was like, are you the girl from last night? And I was like, yeah, I'm one of them. He's like, I just want you to know that what you and your roommates did for me was the nicest thing anyone ever did for me. And I was like, yeah, we just wanted to wish you happy birthday. We felt bad about what we did after we did it because it was your birthday. And he was like, yeah, it's okay. He said, I work at the hookah bar downtown. He said, to repay you guys, he said, normally it costs people like $5 a piece to get in. He said, if you ever want to go get lit at Lit, the hookah shop downtown, I'll get you girls in for free. You're a beautiful girl. He said, all of you were beautiful girls last night. I was like, thank you. Please don't rape me in the hallway. He's like, anytime you want to come to the hookah bar, hit me up. And I was like, yeah, I'll be sure to get on that. He's like, okay, bye, beautiful girl. And I was like, bye. So yeah, that was my first college party that I was not invited to and that I kind of ruined and then made it really better and thought I was going to get raped or drugged or whatever or kidnapped or stolen. But yeah, it was fun. It's a memory and it's my first college party. And yeah, so that's it. That's the party. Like, comment, and subscribe. Comment down below if you want to see more videos like this, or give me any ideas for videos, or just give me feedback in general, because I'm a new YouTuber, and I need it. I love you guys. Until next time, and I'll see you next time.